Oh yes, you're welcome back to today's broadcast. In fact, things is going on, things is happening. Gowan, the one who fought Biafra to the core, to the end, to make sure that he buy a lot of people in the southeast during the Biafran War. Now he has now come back and started regretting, begging, and saying that Igbo should forgive him. In fact, he said a lot of things in this video. This our brother is going to explain a lot concerning what Gowan say. So don't skip any part of it. Try to watch to the end for you to understand everything that is going on, because as it is now, everywhere is hot. There is heavy fire on the mountain. Things is happening. So it is no more longer like before again. They have seen, and the Gowan have seen that all the old thing he fought for, it is a waste. He fought for one Nigeria. He fought for Nigeria must be one. He's the one that make that statement. Nigeria or nothing. Nigeria must be one by all means. So today it is not what he think it is. Everything has changed. If you come to the north, his own home, his own land, the way the bandits, the Fulani terrorists, the Boko Haram is buying them every day, day by day, without mercy, without even thinking of let's leave this man. This man is the one that fought for this one Nigeria for something. Now his people is regretting him himself. Is regretting it very heavily. That why will I fight against the people of the Biafran, those who is thinking of good, and that they what Ojuku asks of during then, it is for the growth of Nigeria and for the development of every region to succeed and to progress very well. But as it is, everything has changed. Everything has changed. In fact, don't skip any parts. Try to watch it as you're about to watch it, like, subscribe, and share it for everyone to see things going on in Nigeria.
Good day, viewers. So once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, I'll bring you the very best. The internet is on fire currently. Yakubu Gowon, final statement. He came out apologizing to the Igbos because of the lives that were wasted in the war. He said that the reason the Fulanis and the Northerners are dying about the one Nigeria is because of the resources in the Igbo land, and that was the reason why the Igbo people were fought. This is coming out currently. Mr. Ralph,
Yeah.
Yakubu Gowon making this statement.
Yes, in the final days of his life, because he's bedridden right now in London, and living up to expectations, of the Igbos. What do I mean here by expectations of the Igbo? The Igbos actually expected Gowan to confess before now. The time of reckoning has come. The Igbos were brutalized, subjugated to all manners of, let me say, humiliations in the past, without reparation, without payment, without compensation, even apology. I could remember 3-4 years ago, Gowan was confronted on social media, Facebook to be precise, to actually confess, apologize to the Igbos. He stood on his feet, debunking it, renouncing apology and the compensation now statement, saying that he had no apology fighting the Igbos. I think that single statement actually made him a fool then, thereby setting the entire social media platform on fire. Gowan said he had no apology killing the Igbos, committing the Igbo genocides of 1966, 67, 68, 69, and 1970. And that was what actually, made him a fool in his recent statement about Igbo genocide. Gowan collaborated with Britain, killing the Igbos in their large numbers, to the tune of 4 million Igbos in the war of Nigerian Biafra, Civil War. He was, confronted over time to make an apology or actually give real, accurate account of what actually happened during Nigeria Biafran Civil War of 1967 to 1970. He refused to give account of that. Even most of his books, he could not even shed, more light on why the Igbos were subjected to such, let me say, heinous hostilities to the level that the entire Igbo military officers were put to death from 1966 to the beginning of 1967. The entire Igbo senior officers, the entire paramilitary Igbo officers were visited in their various locations and designations in 1966-67, mowing them down with blades. Supervised by British tabloid, press, the Igbo youths from 12 years up were at least shot by Nigerian military clerk led by Yakubu Gowon. So recently we've seen a resonation of what Gowan refused to actually, accepted in the past. He now throws more light on the origin of the war from its roots, from tribal antagonisms to the ruthless British, government policy that actually supplied Nigerian military clique led by the Fulanis and the Gowan himself, that actually supervised, conducted the biggest bloodbath in African history. The Igbos were killed up to 3 million in number, to the level of the fact that some countries in Europe actually began to agitate for savings, sending materials, making peace to save the Igbo children. The Igbo children were quite shocked in their large numbers, children that lack the basic nutritional food materials. Countries like Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Norway, and Finland actually began to deny their children school fees, contributing money to donate for Biafran children that were subjected to kwashiorkor, death as a result of kwashiorkor. I could give you accurately an account how Finland denied their children school fees, nationally contributed money to save Igbo children, kwashiorkor Igbo children, by sending reliefs, food reliefs into Biafra land. 1967, 68, 69, 1970 to be precise. The Austria, the Belgians, the Scottish, Scotland, they sent Cadbury Bonvitas, corn milk, other nutritional, food in quantum, just to make sure that Biafran children in their various schools, were saved from kwashiorkor. Because once immediately the war stopped, they began to visit schools, primary schools, secondary schools all around Biafra, even the churches, distributing Cadbury Bonvita, milk, stockfish, and other, food with nutritional values. So that was how we were persecuted, died in our large number as a result of an accusation, empty accusation, laid against Igbo man by Gowan and his group or camps, military colleagues, supervised and led by British Labour government that used BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, to accuse the Igbos of masterminder, singly sole masterminder of the coup of 1966. And later we began to see many apologists, repenting, coming out to apologize, at least sympathizing with Igbos by their many writings, books, to indicate that the coup of 1966, the large numbers were the Hausas and the Yorubas. The Igbos were there just 3 in number. And we died of what we did not know. Today we are campaigning on social media reparation to be paid to Igbo man by the British Labour government in those days, which has translated into this current administration of Stekama. They must pay reparation up to the tune of 6 trillion UK pounds, United Kingdom currency. Then again, we're not talking about what this current contraption, illegal and defaulted contraption, a country that was structured based on criminality, Nigeria, should pay to the Igbo man. We are waiting for reparation, and with that, I'm trying to tell you that for Nigeria to be a better place today, they must appease the blood of the Igbos by paying reparation to Igbo man. We don't need compensation as in giving us federal appointment or designation, to work there. No. Compensation, financial. They must pay. They must pay. Or else, they must pay. My own suggestion or hint is Nigeria must divide and let the Igbo man go. There's no other compensation needed by me.
Well said, Mr. Rav. Now that the internet is on fire concerning this statement that Gowan has made, would you say this is a doom for the Biafra struggle or positivity all the way for them with this statement that is coming out?
Yeah, it's a positivity to all Biafrans. It's never a doom. It is never a curse. It is never a Waterloo before the Biafrans. It is a victory. Biafrans are rejoicing in their various camps and areas right now as a result of what Gowan has actually said recently in the social media, that he wrongly connived with the Fulani Janjaweeds killing and murdering the innocent Igbos from 1966 to 1970 to the tune of 4 million Igbo just because of our crude oil. The oil exploration that started in Niger Delta region in 1958 was the reason why Gowan, in conjunction with Egypt, France, Chad, Niger, and other European countries like Russia, fought Biafra, killed these black Jews in their large number, to the level that the Knesset, the Israeli current lawmaking body, has actually accepted that Igbo man died as a result of what they suffered during the era of Adolf Hitler in Germany, the Holocaust of 1930-1940s. They must pay the black Jews. They must pay Igbo man reparation. They must pay the atrocity committed by the Fulani Janjaweeds and the Nigerian military clique led by Gowan from 1966 to 1970. They must pay. They must pay reparation. I'm telling you, it's a celebration for the Igbos. It is never a doom to the Biafrans.
There is no way we'll talk about the Biafra struggle without mentioning Nnamdi Kanu, to be precise. A man came out saying that Nnamdi Kanu cannot be freed unless the Southern of Sokoto makes a statement, because they are the one holding him, that the president of Nigeria is just fulfilling the wish of the former president, Buhari. What would you have to say about this? Because questions have arisen, because Southern of Sokoto is not the president of Nigeria. Why would they come out to say that he's so powerful to the extent that unless he tells Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go, that is the only way he will be
answerable to Southern of Sokoto. Asorok submits reports every day on daily basis, weekly, hourly, monthly, yearly, to the Sultanate or Sokoto Caliphate, headed by Sultan of Sokoto. Listen, Nigerian government from the era of independence, 1960, each and every administration that comes and goes must pay allegiance, respect, honor to Sultan of Sokoto. Sokoto Caliphate has been in control since 3 centuries ago. From the era of Ottoman Danfodio, the first bloody jihadist we have in South Africa, in West Africa, that migrated from Timbuktu. Timbuktu is in Mali, from Senegambia, that is Futajelo Island, into northern Nigeria, where he has actually forced the Hausa natives, forced Islam on them, slaughtered all their Sarikis, their kings, forced marriage on their women. And today, the Hausas could not get themselves. They absolutely disoriented the Hausa locals, bending them into Islamic ideology, trying to at least dominate the Hausas politically and otherwise. And certainly, they are in charge in Nigeria. They are in control of every government that comes to be in Nigeria. Sokoto Fulani is in charge, to the level that abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegally from Nairobi airport was conducted by the same Fulani Janjaweeds under the supervision of the then Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. Kanu outsmarted them all in the court under the supervision of Binta Nyako, who actually washed her hands of Kanu's case to avoid international disgrace. But there come along a disgraceful Yoruba man, James Omotocho by name, because of the kind of abhorrence and detestation, I mean hatred, the Yorubas have against Igbo man, rule it out that Kanu should not be freed, rather either condemnation to death or life jail. America is serious to fund the policy, Africa policy, that is pacifying Christian communities, regions, and countries in Africa, which Israeli lawmakers have actually taken it upon themselves. Those lawmakers have actually understood what is going on in Nigeria. Slaughtering of Christians in their large numbers, slaughtering of Palm Sunday worshippers, has indicated that Fulani terrorists, Fulani bandits, sponsored by Iran, have actually reached an agreement of eliminating Christians in their large numbers in Nigeria. And that's why Donald Trump is running helter-skelter from north to south, east to west, all over the globe, pacifying with European, let me say, crooks like Britain and France, who are busy romancing Iran and other terrorist sponsoring spirals in the south, in the Middle East, Europe, Yemen, Iran, Syria. And this time Trump has taken it serious. We are marching forward. The Christian communities in Nigeria is about liberated. What is going on right now in the Mid-Belt is an eyesore to the entire member nations of United Nations. Ozugo, enough is enough. Oh, Albany, puta ewoji, you can never. Iye nwere ki jide ewoji na Albany. Oh, oge chifolu ki eji chowe ewoji. Maka obuna cheje hancha wo chechere. Igbo kwen, let me tell you, Igbo phobia. If una ask akpolu ndi Igbo, onya melo, ina aga na Nigeria, if you mention Oduduwa Republic, everybody they will embrace you. Ina aga na Nigeria, iwere onu gi kwuo Arewa is for not the Hausas, they will embrace you. But if you dare mention Biafra, iwere onu gi kwuo Biafra anywhere in Nigeria, they will beat you as if you are a snake. Tell me why. That is called ethnic bigotry, and it has come to stop. That is why we allowed Trump's victory in spirit, and today it has manifested into physical reality. There must be a full stop to Christian genocide.
Finally, Mr. Raf, you said it. A Biafran agitator came out online saying that even inside the barracks, the soldiers are being killed. Now, this brings her to the question she's about to ask the Nigerians, that Shebi, all of them, let me use that word, said that Simon Ekpa is a sponsor
of terrorism in Nigeria.
Is Simon Ekpa also the one responsible for the killings inside the barracks?
No, let me interject. Sorry for intrusion. Yeah, listen. It has brought a serious shame on Nigerian army. Nigerian army are just running their mouths. They are nothing but cowards. The people that are busy killing and slitting the throats of generals, colonel, and lieutenant in Nigerian barracks scattered all over the north are the Fulani bandits, not Simon Ekpa. When it mattered most in the southeastern Nigeria, Simon Ekpa was part of the ESN, the forest guard that are mounting our forests and farmland in Enugu, Anambra, Imo State, Abia, Ebonyi State, and Anambra State, and so on and so forth. They were doing their work well, and this did not go well with Fulani army. The army in Nigeria are Fulani army. The so-called foot soldiers are Fulani soldiers. That's why they actually confront ESN. When ESN and other security outfitter, having serious fire, yes, armed confrontation with Fulani jihadists, the Nigerian soldiers and army will join forces with Fulani jihadists, attacking the ESN and our forest guard in the southeastern Nigeria. Ethnic bigotry and Igbophobia, that is hatred of the Igbos. Igbophobia, Igbos are thoroughly hated by the Fulani army, Fulani police, by federal government of Nigeria under the control of Fulani. It is a shame in this administration and a shame in the previous administration that they have been clamoring against Simon Ekpa's sponsor of terrorism in Nigeria and the West, the Americans. The United Nations has never been able to come out with any tangible evidence Simon Ekpa sponsored in the past or sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. Who are in charge in the barracks? The same Nigerian Fulani soldiers. That's why the Fulani bandits, the Fulani Boko Haram and herdsmen are having field days in the barracks across the north, slitting the throat of generals and the lieutenant colonel. Look at the kind of blunder Nigerian military industry have actually found themselves. A whole general, a whole lieutenant, do you know what it takes to raise a general? They are being killed and maimed on daily basis by native Fulani men. Do you know what it takes Nigeria to raise those generals and lieutenant colonel? They are wasting the lives of our brilliant, brave soldiers. I'm telling you. Every government that comes and goes from 2015 till date are found culpable of sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria. They are all bird of same feather. That's why terrorism, insurgency have actually refused to go. They are still here deceiving themselves.
One of the soldiers came out to say they took us unaware. They took us unaware, and people came out crying and shouting. For a soldier to come outside and say that they took us unaware and defeated us inside the barrack.
Can you tell me how could you take soldiers unaware? Soldiers are trained for what? Internal aggression or incursion, external aggression or incursion, and they are well prepared anytime, any day. You don't tell me that soldiers are complaining of being taken unaware. It is as a result of what? Idiocy, tribal bigotry. Instead of doing the reality, facing the reality, they face what? Hoax and the illusion. The soldiers are just complaining out of what? Illusion. They are complaining out of inevitable mistake they made because of hatred of Igbo man. Listen, Igbo man has gone. Taking them unaware, Nigerian soldier, I know, that was the best in 90s, the best in 80s. They went to Namibia independence in 1989. They came out the best military, the best police in the world. They won it as an award. If you doubt me, ask my friend Michael Oladoko from Abeokuta. Listen and listen good. This complaint, they took us unaware. Now why you complain? Nigerian military has been politicized, and that's why the Fulanis are having their field day. By the time Fulani jihadist finishes with Nigeria, we will never wake up again. But if we want to treat these threats in a way we should give them treatment, I think within a short period, the whole Fulani jihadists will find their way out. Nigerians will expel them out of Nigeria. And that's the only solution.
Finally, 30 seconds message to your brothers worldwide in diaspora.
Yeah, my Igbo great brothers, I can see you celebrating, jubilating all over the world as Her Excellency Ngozi Oronbese has achieved great feat, a very greater feat than before. We are right now recognizing the White House, even signing Nigerian integration bill in the White House, among the congressmen, is the latest happy news that has been reaching us here in Biafra. My advice for you: live up to exhortation, abandon division, walk in unison and unity. Divided we fall, united we stand. Biafrans, stay united.
Thank you very much, my viewers.
Oh yes, that is it. This is our brother. He has explained everything the way it is. In fact, if you listen to Gowan himself, you understand that Nigeria has fallen. Everything he said there in that video, it is a very shocking video. I will play the video tomorrow in the morning, so let everybody see what Gowan said. And in fact, for you to see how the country is going, nobody is happy in this country. Nobody, as it is today. No any human being that is living, that is breathing, that will tell you the system Nigeria find himself, they are happy, apart from the people that is committing it, apart from the people that is making gain from all those things. But as for the Christians living in this country, they are in fear heavily. They are in fear. If you are a Christian, you are living in Nigeria. Every day you wake up, you must hear one news or the other. No day news will pass. You will not see somebody some news that say that somebody buy, or this one do this, or this one do that. Because what they used to build this country is full of lies, propaganda, corruption, hatred, many things that is not suitable to any country. Because if a country will work, at least they need to work in unity and they need to be chasing one agenda. But this, the other people is chasing the other side, while the other people is chasing the other side. So no place, nobody is focusing on each other's side. Everybody is doing on his own. At the end, they will tell you that Nigeria is in unity. Now, all those things just in a paper, so you can see it in a paper, or you can hear it in the mouth of the politician. Even though the mouth of the politician today, everybody is finding it very, very difficult to align with each other. You all see how the Senate used to fight themselves. Any little mistake, they will start blowing themselves boxing inside the Senate house. Any little mistake, for you to see how Nigeria is. So they are just forcing each and everyone to just remain as one. They know that the unity is not there, the love is not there, the oneness is not there. And the best thing they need to do is to allow those who want to be free, and those who want to remain as one to remain. Because you cannot combine everybody together, forcing everybody together for them to remain as one Nigeria, when you know they did not have that idea of one or unity. Starting from the pre-colonial masters 1914 to date, the day of the northern and the southern protectorates coming together to claim this one Nigeria by Lord Lugard. Nobody in this section that they ask if you are going to accept, they just do it on their own according to the whites. So they don't ask anybody if. And this time around, I don't think if they will still ask anybody, if American will still ask anybody before they will divide this country. Because at the beginning, they did not ask any section if they will accept each other. They just do it on their own interest. And if you can look Nigeria as it is, Nigeria is a business of interest. If you know that you will do something that will favor you, you will do it on your own side, so that let it favor you. Then if you see that this one will not favor you, you will leave it. So let those who want to be dying every day. It does not concern you, as long as you see that the thing did not favor you. So the next thing you leave it. That is how Nigeria is being built, starting from the beginning to now. That is why no place is progressing. Any zone who wants to try to succeed the other will bring the other people down. That is how it is. In fact, a lot is going on and a lot is still happening every day by day. I would like to hear your comment down below. What do you think about the whole thing going on in Nigeria? Like, subscribe, and share it for everyone to see things happening in Nigeria. We say thank you for watching.